This is a charger for 2012 Chevy Volt. One time I walked into my garage and I noticed that my lights were off even though my plug was plugged in into the outlet and into the car. My car was fully charged at that point. I unplugged it, plugged it back in, pushed some buttons around, nothing worked. I checked my voltage in the outlet and I was getting 120. I checked my voltage into the cable going here with my non-conductive voltmeter and I was getting voltage. So I figured that there's something wrong inside. By doing some research about the chargers, I noticed that certain chargers had fuses inside of them and I was hoping that this one has it too. So after doing some research and looking at certain ones that they take apart, I decided to do it myself and see what's going on. So what you do is you start with removing the faceplate right here. I already taken it apart, so you notice parts are already loosened in here. So you start by popping the plate over here and going around, and as you start doing it, it's gonna make cracking noise. It's pretty hard to remove it, but there's nothing to break. There's no pins, no screws, nothing to break here. So once you remove it, you start unplugging, I'm pulling it out, and this is how it looks like. This is basically fused together. These two parts are fused together, and there's nothing else that holds it back. So what I start doing is I start checking out what's going on here, and I have not noticed any burned cable, nothing. No smell, no nothing. So after checking it out and noticing that I don't see any burned smell or no visible damage, I noticed that there is some kind of fuse right here. Fusible link, fuse, I wasn't sure. So I start testing it out with my meter if I have voltage. So I did have voltage here, and I had voltage here, but I didn't have neutral here. So I figured this gotta be some kind of fuse. So I cut it down, the wire, and this is pretty much what I end up with. This is a fuse right here inside that's soldered together. So I cut it out, as you can see, not the best way, but I took care of it. And then I checked it out, ohmed it out to see if it's any good. I didn't get nothing. So that's our problem. So the second thing I did is I cut the wires and stripped it. Right here and right here. After cutting it, I took a fuse holder like this. You can use any fuse holder. I put a 15 amp fuse in it. This is for automotive. Not 100% sure if this is proper way, but I assume amps are amps. So then I connect them together here, and I'm not done with the project, but just to test it out, I combined them together. And I turned the unit on, and the unit worked. So the problem was the fuse right here. So as you can see it, temporarily to check it out if it works, I'm going to plug it in and see if it turns on. As you can see, the lights turn on, the system reboots, and the relay clicks over, telling me that it's fixed. You can also check it out by pressing the trigger on your plug, and there's 120. So this is your simple fix for doing so, and the proper way of finishing this is to use terminals as manufacturer did, make them waterproof, and seal the system back. At this point, I'm in testing phase, and once I complete this, it will be sealed and protected. Thank you for watching.